Hello everyone, Kent.Bressler here. I want to welcome you to Kent's Kidney Stories. During our time together over these podcasts, I'd like to discuss kidney disease. I'd like to tell you about my journey as a transplant patient, but also talk about dialysis, kidney donation, and just about anything else that might be of interest. Kent's Kidney Stories, podcast endorsed and sponsored by kidneysolutions.org. Hello everyone, this is Kent.Bressler, and we're going to do some podcasting. It's evening where I'm coming from, and I'm hoping everybody out there is well. And want to start this session off, this podcast, because I'm anxious to get to my guest, and we're going to start with a prayer. So bow your heads, please. Father, we ask for the forgiveness that only you can provide. Our interests and concerns are many, and oftentimes keep us from the realization that you are who we need to place all of our trust and faith in. Lord, grant us peace and give us the strength to persevere. We come to you with humility, seeking only your guidance. Watch over us as we progress here in preparation for our coming time with you. Amen. So I think this is podcast 98 for me, or 99. I'm not really for sure, but what I'm going to do tonight is talk with a friend of mine from California. And I think this is a true friend. This is an individual who I've been working with diligently for roughly 3-4 months, give or take. And when I say working with, I mean working with and in both mind and spirit, but also mentoring him as he goes through a pretty rough time of his life. This man, his name is Chen, and what we're going to really do tonight is work to try to find him a donor. All right, and we're going to show you how difficult that is. We're going to try to portray to you what it's like for an individual to go through the search for a living donor. It's not always fruitful. It's definitely not easy. But we're going to get a first-hand account from a very fine gentleman, and we're going to start right now. So, Chen, how are you tonight?
Hi, Kent. I'm doing good today.
Yeah.
Hello.
You've had a whole day of work, and we're in the evening session for you, right? You're fixing to go on dialysis now for the evening, right?
Yeah, soon.
Okay. Tell me, what is your kidney diagnosis? You're pretty well versed on it. Tell our listeners what your condition is.
Okay, yeah. Hi. Well, my kidney diagnosis is called polycystic kidney disease. Okay, polycystic kidney disease, in short, PKD. What it is about is it's one of the many major kidney racking kidney disease. Okay, basically the result of that, it's going to become end stage of your kidney. What it is polycystic kidney. Okay, and both of them, it grows cysts all over your kidney, and those cysts that grows over your kidney, okay, are one, large, and two, their function is to eat your kidney function. Right. So you have something that's inside of you that constantly, every day, that attacks your body, your kidney. Okay, so your kidney declines, faster, and it's currently there is no cure, okay, for it. On another note, okay, this disease also will enlarge your kidney in incredible size. Okay, let's put for example. All right, a normal adult kidney size is about 8 centimeters. Okay, mine has now grow into 26, yes, 26 centimeter. We're talking about 4 times the size. Okay, the liver is supposed to be your biggest organ in your body. No, mine is kidney. One kidney alone is bigger than my liver. That's how bad it is. So I mean, as a funny thing, look at it. It's me as a male adult looks like I'm a female with 8 months pregnancies.
You got the big belly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, there's pain with this also. This is not something that's easily tolerated. You have pain with it also, right?
Yeah, mainly for me personally, mainly because it's so bloated. Sometimes if I also have some bloatness, it creates some pains in my stomach.
Right.
On top of that, since my kidneys failed, there's only 2 solutions. One is dialysis, and 2 is find a living donor and get a new kidney. Okay, so when currently I'm on peritoneal dialysis, it injects fluid into my stomach. It's just basically I already have a bloated stomach. Now they inject big tons of solution in there to do dialysis. It gets even bigger, even more uncomfortable.
Right, and it creates a problem of sleeping, movement,
sleeping,
activities.
movement. Yeah.
Yeah. And so when this happens, the main thing is some type of renal replacement therapy, like you said, either having a transplant or going on dialysis. And and the whole point of this effort that we're doing is trying to find a living donor. Well, you're on the list. I think what hospital in California? UCLA?
I am in Scripps.
Plus, Scripps plus you're also in Las Vegas, right? You registered in Las Vegas. Okay, and that's cool. That's good. That's what you need to do. But here's my question straight up. How difficult has it been for you to find a living donor? Because I know you've had candidates.
Oh, the road of finding a donor is long and hard. We're talking about you are finding living donor through social media, online. Okay, so basically you're trying to find donors through someone that don't know you, total complete strangers. And there's and they need to do this. They only need to do the very, very big gift to you, cutting one of their kidneys to you. So even though I do receive some success, I do receive some people that contact me, they want to do it. However, I guess because they really don't know me, and we don't live like in the same neighborhood, we don't see each other. Even it's hard for them a lot of them are just see my post and wanted to help, but after they realize how the extent of it, then they need to have an operation, not a very big, for a donor, not very big solution. You recover in less than 2 days. Okay, they usually they lost interest, or they just give up, or I would say 90% of them just lost contact, meaning they're interested, and then next time call them back, they won't even answer the phone or return a text message.
Yeah, they're not
90%. 90%. Yeah.
So consequently, how many of those people have you had roughly? You don't have to give me an exact number. Are we talking 10?
I would say for me, so this is why it's so hard. I mean, initially it gives you a strong sense of hope. When you even say 10, that's a lot, because all I need is
all you just need is one.
All I need is one. All I need is one. 10 is already very good, and I have more than that. Probably I want at least triple of that amount of people that contact me.
Maybe upwards of 30.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's
currently not a single one of them has even started testing it.
Yeah. And we're going to circle back and try to find some of those folks and talk with them. That's how we're going to
Yeah.
handle it. Another thing too is a lot of people are thinking, well, why doesn't he get a brother or sister to do this? Or, maybe his mom or somebody like that. Isn't there somebody in the family that is interested or would be willing to donate?
Mhm.
Is that correct?
Okay. Yes, you would obviously uh almost yeah, to find someone that in your relative that wants and able and willing to help. That will be the best gift you will ever receive from your family. However, it's not just because there's another issue with it. Okay, yes, there are a lot of people who contact you. Some of them do really want to continue. However, there's some criteria they need to pass themselves. It's not anybody can donate. They need to have a very good health, not very good, just decent health. They need to have not to be obese. Overweight is only not to be obese. They need not have a high blood pressure, because you as a donor, we highly appreciative of you already. We want to make sure after you donated, your life will be the same. There's nothing else. So you need to be healthy to qualify to donate. A lot of them, they're not they're not that super healthy. Okay, for the hospital to take you. That's another.
That's exactly right. They don't just take a guy off the street. They take somebody who's healthy, somebody who.
So
there are the things that you can do, like for people that are overweight, they can lose weight and still be a donor. That's
or even high cholesterol, or even one of my friends. This is a real friend. That's unfortunately, they won't even take someone that had a true depression or was on drugs. I mean, drugs to help with the depression. Okay,
right.
They would disqualify that unless it's fully healed. Yeah.
Right, unless they're under care and that it's been taken care of. So they look at, for donors, they have to be very specific. They have to be pretty healthy, both mentally, emotionally, physically. But the issue is they can be worked with. That's why we want to try to make sure that we make contact with the donors, get to talk to them, and get them exposed to other people who have already donated. Like at Kidney Solutions, we have a Shannon Mulroy is our donor specific person. She's actually works with the donors themselves, and a lot of the time it helps when an individual like for instance yourself is talking to people. You may not have all the answers right to this, and that's why we step in to help you with that. We're not trying to talk anybody into it. We just want to answer their questions and allow them some grace in making a decision. And we use other people also who have actually donated, who've donated to a brother or sister, or who've altruistically or directed donors. There's plenty of people out there that want to, they just don't have the answers. That's a good assessment, is that there's a lot of fear that goes into donating, that they don't.
Yeah. And I also want to add this. I also had a few donor that they want to check with their own doctors. Okay.
Sure.
To see if they are a good candidate, not just good candidate. They should donate. I can tell you that your doctor will always tell you, do not do any of the donations. Okay, they don't want you to take any risk. So even if almost a perfect healthy person donate, and you'll be just fine for the rest of your life, they will still say no.
Yeah, well, some of them will and some of them won't. I mean, they're one thing we want to do is get them, whatever they're doing, whatever their thought process is about donating, we want them to have the right information. We don't want them to be getting their information off the internet or getting it off of somebody in the street. We want them to get good, firm, vetted information that they can make their own decisions on without fear. Now there's fear involved with the surgery. I understand that, but that comes with every surgery. I mean, there's things that happen, but in your case, I mean, all the people that you've talked with and everything, at some point in time, I really honestly believe someone's going to step forward. Do you believe that?
Yeah, I still, although no, I've encountered a lot, but I'm still want to stay strong and still believe in this.
Yeah,
because
you come off to me, and you have ever since the beginning, is you're all in. You're not, this is your life. This means more than anything to you. A kidney means life to you, right?
Yeah.
So
all you need is one kidney to live a comfortable life, but all I need is one kidney to survive, to live.
Yeah, that's exactly right. All you're looking for, you're not begging. What you're asking for is just a simple chance to progress in your life, to continue doing what you're doing, to, do what normal people would do, and without being stapled or tied to a machine at night, every night of your life, and have to do the dialysis. And then you're the kind of fella I know that would pay back. That's in your DNA. Once you've gotten your kidney, it's not, oh boy, I can just go out. You're going to take care of that kidney. That's the most important thing. You're going to take care of it.
And since we're not this topic, if I may jump in this, how am I taking care of kidney? One, I have been suffering from kidney disease for more than a decade. I fully not just understand and truly have experienced it. I do not want to go through this again. And two, this PKD, polycystic kidney disease, will not be grow on your new kidney.
It won't.
Make that very
exactly.
clear. It will not.
Yep.
Yeah. And people with polycystic kidney disease, okay, only polycystic kidney disease, had the longest longevity and survivability because they don't have other things that came with it. You're basically almost 100% cured because it will never ever grow on your kidney.
Right, on the transplanted kidney, it won't.
Yeah.
Yep. It doesn't cross over like some. You're right. Like some kidney diseases, like mine, FSGS, it can cross into the transplanted kidney. It can do it real quick, or it can take a long time, but it can get back there to do damage to the kidney. So you're exactly right. Let me ask you this: do you have? And this is for the audience. Do you have any family members that you've approached that want to donate or are willing to donate?
Yeah, I do have several family members that wanted to donate. They even call my brain transplant center. However, either their blood type is not match, okay, or two, they got scared.
Yeah, or do some of them have PKD also? Some in your family also have PKD?
I'm the only one.
You're only one. Oh, most of them, it's the other way around. You have it, and everybody has it. Maybe one.
So you're not aware. I won a bad lottery since birth. I hope I won a lottery, a good lottery this time by finding a living donor.
Yeah, you can say that again. That's what you want. That's exactly what you want, is a living donor. Yep.
Because a living donor has the longest longevity for recipient, and PKD patient like myself are the best outcome after transplant. Great news is PKD disease will not come back on your kidney. I will treasure the new kidney and treat the kidney right. I'm also on a very good diet already, and will stay that way.
That's right. You told me that earlier on, because I asked you what, and you also exercise as you're active. You're not a sedentary individual. You're very lean.
No, especially, yeah. I mean, once you have experienced something like this, you want, I have experienced a couple hospitalization episodes.
I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah. That I know what it feels. You are completely down. You can't even move.
Right.
Okay.
You had a bleeding episode, did you not? You had a bleeding episode from one of those cysts on your kidney burst, right?
Yeah.
Maybe more than one. Yeah. We know that.
More than one.
Hemorrhaged, right? You actually had some bleeding.
And it accelerated the decline of my kidney because basically my kidney was bleeding.
Yeah, right. I mean, it has
Yeah,
no
it
other
accelerated.
recourse. Yeah, really. You
Otherwise,
really
I
said
would not be at this young age and already on dialysis.
right.
Okay, and dialysis is a very hard thing on in your body. Okay, that was a slowly killing machine. So I pray for a matching donor soon.
We're good.
Yeah, and on the bleeding part, you want me to talk more about that?
Yeah, tell me about the experience of that. I can't
Uh,
imagine it.
uh, um, internal kidney bleeding is pretty serious. And like I said, there's a lot of cysts that grows on your kidney. There's those cysts by itself. Some are regular size. Some are rather pretty large. They're a couple centimeters themselves for a single cyst that grows on your kidney. Couple centimeter. Okay, it's not millimeter. A couple centimeters. So yeah. So they already eating away at your kidney. And two, sometimes they can rupture. They rupture, and because they're so big, they cause a huge. They cause a big rupture, and hurt your kidney further. Start bleeding from your kidney, and I had not just one, couple episodes of that
Right.
happened. I was hospitalized for a couple of days, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days.
I think, yeah,
Because
one was a week. You were in the hospital for a week. I
yeah,
remember
because
that.
I lost a lot of blood. I need to get that blood back, and I was very weak.
Yes.
When you lose so much blood so quickly, and slowly recover, and also make sure the bleeding stops.
Right.
And again, so it's like a bad, one multiple factor that goes through harming your kidney further and faster. One, the kidney cell bleed, and two, to stop the bleeding, the one solution surgically is to do embolization, and embolization is to cut off the blood supply to the bleeding area. That again further damages the kidney because there's less blood going to the kidney. Yeah, so
that's like intervention with inside the kidney to stop the bleeding.
Yeah.
And then I have heard and experienced people that have had their kidneys removed because of it. But that's something that's totally up with you and the physician, and whether or not it's indicated, and if it's life threatening, however that works. The point here now, we're going to go back to the idea that there is someone out there, right? We know that there's someone out there, that the Lord's going to send somebody to you. But we just want to ask people to go ahead and think about this. Becoming a donor to a man who is working, continues to work even on dialysis, right? Every day of the week. And he's needs to have this kidney transplant. Now, here's how you can handle that. You can call us at Kidney Solutions, right? Just call us up, 830-285-2140. That's 830-285-2140. And let us just talk to you about this whole process, all right? There are no fees. We do not charge any money for our services, either to Johnson or to you as a donor or a potential donor. And we have a lot of the answers that you need in order to make a good, sound decision to offer a kidney to Johnson. All right. We will work and help you work out the details. So get a hold of us. Think about it very carefully and pray about it. Do whatever it is that you need. But think about Johnson here. All right. And it's not selfishness. It's just the ability to allow somebody else to have a productive life and be free of the tether of dialysis. Think about that. Do you want to have him on dialysis, or would you rather help him out? And if you have that feeling, give us a call. Okay. We're here. Johnson, tell us a little bit about, I know you have mom and dad, right?
Yeah.
And you're out in LA, right?
Yes, Los Angeles.
Right. Yeah. So So how is your mom and dad taking this? Are they, they're very helpful, or how are they working through this?
Yeah, they're as I get weaker and weaker, um, uh, they are able to help me in every way possible, help me to move this, move that. I know I'm lost a lot of uh, energies, or I can't use too much of force, otherwise it might bleed again.
Right.
So yes, my parents are sad and also hope for the best to see I can get a donor soon. They don't want to see me suffer in this anymore. Doing dialysis every night also kills my sleep quality. I'm almost like a walking zombie on a daily life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I generally add all added together, I get 3 hours of sleep, three maybe four total. Wake up like 5 times a night.
Yep. And
Yeah,
that does not do any good for a fellow who's working, has to get up and go to work and do the things he needs to do just to have a normal life. So you do
yeah,
need the
to
transplant.
pay the
Yeah,
bills.
that's right. And pay the
Oh,
bills. Exactly. Yeah. So that's not lost on anybody that's listening, I'm sure. So,
mhm.
okay. Now here's the key word: faith and hope. But in mostly what we're talking about here is just getting the word out. If a person can't donate, at least they could do is talk about, hey, why don't you listen to this podcast? Why don't you listen to Johnson's story? You can go online at Kidney Solutions and look at his full story. He's on there. All right. The key is to make sure that you get in contact with us. We're here 24/7. Just leave us a message and we'll work with you. Free.
Anytime.
Anytime. Anytime. Right. And Johnson, you can tell me how you feel right now, because we're gonna be closing this off. We've asked people to think about it. I want you to tell me
Yeah.
what you want the people to know about this right now, from your
Okay.
heart.
I wanna share with you a few. Well, I'm sure a listener are thinking about this and want to get some more information. Okay, because I'm sure in your life, well, you're not thinking too much about kidney. Kidney is a very important. And in regards to donation, I want to say a few things. All related costs will be covered, including lost wages and after surgery costs. So you will lose nothing. Everything will cover, even your wages. Most donor surgeries done laparoscopically, okay, meaning through a very tiny incisions. And third, this is backed up by the United States government, guaranteed. Since you have done such an ultimate selfless act of donating, USA government will guarantee you to put you on the absolute top of the list should the donor ever in any way, very rare case of needing a kidney in the far away in the future. And they're based on historical data. Okay, chance of donor experiencing a kidney failure is less than 1%,
Less
because
than
all
1%.
donor less than 1%, because all donors undergo a rigorous testing before donation, and there's a special team, just a doctor, just for you to take care of you, to do the this is quick surgery for you. And the steps are very simple. Just 3 steps. Call them. Okay, fill out a form and get a blood test and wait for the results.
Yep.
See if we're compatible.
That's
That's it.
right. And
And
then there's
yeah,
also a way to do a paired exchange. If you don't have the same blood type, don't worry about blood type, because they can do a paired exchange where someone will donate a kidney to Johnson, and the person who was wanting to give a kidney to Johnson will give it to someone else. And usually those are even more compatible if it's done their matched paired exchange. All of this gets told to you by the transplant team. You are never left in the dark. Trust me. There's always room. We do a lot of mentoring with donors too, and we have information that we know is vetted, it's right, and we work right as closely as we can with the transplant teams. All right. So this is, let's say it this way: it's not rocket science, but I'll tell you what, it's the next best thing to life, right? Is having somebody step up. So Johnson, I think we're going to just make sure that
yeah.
you're happy.
I would love to hear from you, and especially you still have so many long-term plans, people to help, and dreams to achieve. It is a ridiculous. I know this is a very ridiculous thing, huge thing to ask, but I feel awful to even asking you about it. But as much as I will try and make every effort to stay well and strong, I'm only going to get weaker and weaker as time goes on due to the progression of this polycystic kidney disease. You only need one kidney to live. I need one kidney to survive. Please help spread the words. And if you can, just take a test. Thank you.
Okay, you've heard that. To now, this is a very interesting part of this
Contact
program.
us.
Yeah, what's
Contact us.
interesting. What's interesting about the whole process is it's not painless, but it isn't so painful that you can't tolerate it. It's a conscious effort to save somebody's life. That's what you're doing. You're stepping up to save a life. You're stepping up to save Johnson's life. All right.
Thank you.
All right. So listen out there. If you want to help Johnson, all you got to do is give us a call at Kidney Solutions. We're here for you. And like I said, none of our services, you'll never see a charge from us. We'll help you in any way we can. And we're going to continue to support Johnson. We're not donor hunters at Kidney Solutions. We take care of patients. We're focused on the patient, and that person's life is very important, and we honor that. We're going to be with him after he has his transplant. As all of our patients get the care afterwards, we're with them to help them through and to maintain their kidney function. So you can rest assured, if you donate a kidney, it's going to be taken care of by the patient who gets it. Don't forget that. And until the next time, I want you to keep breathing.